scatters when you play the beat. A brainiac, in fact,
now press rewind.
Welcome to Brainsqueezereactions with Self-Mark Hack to what we're reacting to now. Ren. Fuck yeah, we are, much to the dismay of haters, which ended up in the Brain Squeeze camp, which I managed to fucking eliminate. Woosa. Yeah, I'm fucking approaching this two-footed. For those of you who want a music reaction to REN, skip on. For those who want to learn some shit, hang about, man. I had to make some changes to Brainsqueezereactions. The first thing, removing Discord. Removing Discord because I started seeing people that I thought I knew. There's something called authenticity in self, where you allow people into your real world and you be your authentic self and you assume their authenticity, but then suddenly you see realistic values creep into the surface that don't align with yours or what you thought about them. Bang, that came to the surface. That's exactly what I saw. Certain individuals belittling people for having excitement for artists that they enjoy. How dare they? Okay, how dare they like other artists that fucking Gandalf of the DJ world with their one song playlist that they want played every 2 seconds. How dare they react to different songs? How dare you like something that I don't? And I'm gonna belittle you. And when I say belittle, racist comments, sexist comments, it wasn't just attacking of an opinion, it was being a fucking bellend. Okay, that's what took place, and I had to shut down my Discord. Because that is not what Brain Squeeze is about. You're talking a dude that's riddled with ADHD that changes genres and directions like a fucking Japanese highway, okay? Twists and turns in every fucking directions and signs that like I don't have a fucking clue. And you're having a go at the fact that someone has a difference of opinion to you because of a decision that I made of picking REN. Sorry to wake yourselves up a bit on this one, but REN is a fucking fantastic artist, and he has resonated with my ADHD neurodiversity like no other. My channel is my channel. It's demonetized. It's a hobby. You have no say, okay? So take your Gandalf hatred wand and fuck off. Because I will choose whatever songs I want. If I want to fucking react to opera tomorrow, I will do that. And what I won't have is people attacked who are enjoying the journey. So the motto is really quite simple. Brainsqueezereactions is for love, not hate. Haters, go fuck oneself. Is that clear? Good. So yeah, that touched the nerve. Welcome to Brainsqueezereactions, whee! Look, it had to be said, man. It had to be said, and I had to do it on a REN reaction. I'm enjoying REN. I'm loving every set, and Chinchilla as well. Like, that's a different story. That just calmed me down completely. Cowboy person. What's up? But I have to say it because I don't think anyone should be belittled for their music choice. There's certain songs that people have been asking from me. There's a band called Yes, I think it is, and I keep getting asked for it. I did record one song. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it, and the reaction, I found that I was belittling, and it was like, oh no, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to fans, man. I'm not doing it to fans that enjoy that. Maybe I just picked the wrong song. Maybe that's this, but I'm a grown up. I didn't put it out. I didn't cause hate. I've tried to avoid some of the questions in it, but that's what happened. You don't like it, you click skip. That's a mature thing. Well, not you, Diddy. You suck dick. And Benzino, go fuck yourself. I mean, you both suck dick, but you just don't admit it. It's fine. It's 2024. You're allowed to admit it. But yeah, so that's what's taking place. But anyways, let's get back into this. If you're new to Brainsqueezereactions, man, I started a REN reaction. A REN reaction rainfall of fucking hatred, but also, more importantly, more love. More love. REN's Rabbit Hole fans in the Facebook in the Facebook page description of my comments. What the fuck type of language in that? In the description, there is a link to Facebook, and it's REN's Rabbit Hole fans. And these people are fucking incredible. Sexy as fuck, but they're also incredible, and it's a great place and a great community to talk about, not just REN's, but things associated with people having issues and this and that, but also sharing good news stories. It's fucking beautiful, and I love every second of it, okay? But they've introduced me to this whole world of REN, and my fucking understanding of behavioural science is going nuts, but my ADHD is even more fucking excited. You blend those two together, and we seem to have found this formula where I think me and REN should be related. You know where I was going to go with that after the images you sent? Fucking, it doesn't matter. Ooh, star. I think that's caught everyone up. But what I'm going to be doing now is going through a song called REN Suicide. The way it works on Brainsqueezereactions is I do a play through from start. Let's fucking do it again. If you're new to Brainsqueezereaction, this is how it works. Do a play from start to fucking finish. Full of excitement, full of ADHD fuckery. Talk a lot, swear a lot, ADHD a lot. And do not, as you probably figured out, give a fuck a lot. Then I rewind it back to the beginning, dissect every fucking lyric. Comment section is for love, it's not for haters. Go fuck oneself. I said comment section is for love, it's not for haters. Fuck you. Are we all clear on that? What the fuck was that? REN Suicide official music video. Why am I saying that fucking with excitement? Well, I'm excited because it's REN, so it means it's just gonna hit something. But fucking hell, let's go! Oh, that bass is fucking humming. Oh, fuck.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. I got it. This is gonna be a fucking bar intense one, man. This style reminds me of I'm your sledgehammer.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. Light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Want to see the cracks of the night sky? Lights go out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Fucking hell! He's talking about. He couldn't just say it's turning to night. He couldn't just say it's turning to night. But combine that with someone taking their own life, where it blacks out. Oh fuck! Okay, I'll let it play. I'm just saying. Oh fuck! 3 lines in. Oh.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking fun.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
No, man. I know. I have to play it. Treading on the tracks at the right time. It never felt like the right time. Walking on the tracks, treading on the tracks. So again, it's this. I'm walking on my own. I'm walking around at night. I'm on the railway, and you think like some 8 Mile stuff. But it's not. There's 2 tones to that. He's saying I'm walking on this line. I'm walking on this rail line, but it's like the line of life. But equally, like it just never felt like the right time. Like a train coming to hitting, or on a fine line of life, but it just never felt like the right time. Now's not the time to end life. Oh fuck! I know. I'll dissect it in a minute. Well, I'm saying that, but I keep dissecting it. But it's just fucking brilliant. Let it play. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide.
I love these headphones as well, like you would believe. Oh, they're so good. It's so good.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side.
Ah, this is so good.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten like a tick boy.
Oh, I want to dissect it so badly.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless, my mother, can't keep in my supper.
Fuck off, no man. Oh, I couldn't help it, man. I can't eat nothing, I can't keep it down cause my body purges. Fuck off, man.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Oh, I falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Every song.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide,
I want to dissect everything, man, but I'm fucking invested, man. I'm invested.
Suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
No. Oh, thank God for that.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup.
Oh, fuck
you know
off.
The entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd, fuck.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, nope. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No one prepared me for that. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, nope. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, shit. Who's that, man? Fuck. Oh, shake it off, man. Fuck. This is a Bee Gees moment all over again. Nope. I'll dissect that in a minute. I can't do it. Oh, I didn't like that. I'll talk about it in a minute. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, and I can't. Oh, fuck. I can't talk about it. I can't. I want to, because it connects. Oh, fuck. Ren, you good, man? Fuck off. Oh, that's so good, man. I can't. For the minute, I can't talk about that. I want to dissect that. I can't. No, I don't.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Oh, I falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh, I falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd, fuck.
I had to play it to check that I can get through it. If I gotta dissect it. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. It isn't gonna be easy, but I want to dissect that. Okay. So, there's a couple of things here, man. Fucking hell. The fun's gone. Fuck off. So I've been in that situation 3 times years ago. I'm talking a while ago. That waking up and then realizing that it didn't happen and being more frustrated that it didn't happen when I thought that it was done. And then you wake up and it's like, so that's bad. But there's also so there's a friend of mine that took his own life, and it's hard because I didn't know the dude long, and he was known by others, so it's a long story. But basically, like, this is when I first started teaching. And it was hard because There was only one, maybe two, I'd say two there that accepted me for who I was as a teacher. I wasn't the usual. You know, my own manager didn't like me. I remember one time he sat me down in a room and told me that he hates the English, you know, and he doesn't know how I got the job. And he was just a horrific individual. And I was, what, fucking 18 at that time? And I just had a kid and it was a good job or whatever old I was, man. I was young, 17, 18. I can't even remember. It was such a long time ago, but there was a couple there. But then I moved to this other place for whatever reason. I think the company got taken over. It was a bank, and we merged. And I met this whole group of people, and they were just like, yes. And I was like, these are my people, man. You know, they were amazing. They were just amazing people, and they were like watching me deliver. And I was really like, you know, I love facilitating, but I wasn't a confident person. I'm still not. You know, I'm very cautious of people that I'm around. I love facilitating and delivering and teaching, but you know, these were people that saw that and ignored it. You know, no matter how fucking red my face was or sweaty I was or panicking, they could see that I could deliver and teach, and you know, and I was trying and I was doing new things and they were learning. It was just amazing. And there was a dude there, and he was sound, and I got to know him, and they'd been a group for ages. I was a newbie, and I really got to know him. And then him and his missus were having a kid, and me and him were just like, you know, he was funny. He was a funny dude, and he really was hilarious. He would have you dying with laughter. And then, you know, he took his own life before his kid was born. But there's more to it, and it's hard because I'm cutting out the middle, but it's almost like, okay. But when I found out, you know, on the day, I was phoned up by one of the other boys, and they'd said about it, and I was fucking devastated. You know, I was devastated. I don't do things like funerals and and there's a funny story which just made me laugh about that, and I will dissect this. You can skip. I don't care. I get it. I would understand. But what people don't know is that I'd seen him the day before. Fucking hell. Yeah. So where I worked in a call center, you could, you know, you work 24 hours. Fuck. So, you know, there was a free bus that would take us into town, and I didn't drive, and he didn't either. But it was obviously drop people off when picking people up. And I was walking out of the building, and he was walking in. You know, and he was, you know, and I was in passing, and he smoked at the time, so I was having a smoke outside, and he was there, and I was obviously going to get onto the bus. I was just in a rush, you know, I was just quickly getting a couple of drags in before you jump in, and he was like, talking to me like, Hector, have you got 2 seconds? Have you got 2 seconds? Like you said about the kids and this, that, and the other. And I'd had kids, I had 2 kids at that point, and I was young, and I think he was just worried about and stuff going on. But I was busy, so I went to get the bus to be home like 10 minutes early. So, you know, that is a killer. So yeah, it's things like that you think about, and you go, 10 minutes for what? So I get it. So
through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount.
That I'm so lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. I mean, it's just bars.
really felt like the right
That
time.
never really felt like the right time. Walking on this line, that cracks in the night sky, that coming close to an edge. That whole terminology, yeah, it annoys me because fuck off, man. Because there's people that don't get this. That sit there and say that this dude's all right. You know, he's all right. No, he's all right because you don't know anything about what he's talking about. Because you've only felt it from certain characteristics. You haven't lived it. You haven't lived it daily. I do YouTube and facilitate to take my mind off internal thoughts. This is why I started YouTube, because I was coaching people on a daily basis. You know, work related, yeah, trying to understand how to talk to people, be more confident, but also externally talking, Hector, why do I feel suicidal? Why can't I get past the death of someone? Why can't I do that? And I'll be like, help. Make sure I'll be like, oh my God, I feel bad, and all these, and you're like, yeah, but what you're forgetting is that's going in your head. You know, and I'm teaching, but not teaching self. And people don't get it.
Running through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this narcissistic, can't keep a secret.
That I'm so lonely beneath this narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Saying how lonely is below the surface of narcissism, can't keep a secret.
Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit.
Miscount sheep, I can't keep a secret. Not can't keep a secret.
Narcissistic, can't keep a secret.
It's because my brain was still in this, because the narcissistic can't keep a secret. He's saying about the bad person that he is, but he's saying it's because he's so lonely. But this... He's so smart, okay, because there's a terminology about creative mindset, about ADHD terminology. ADHD also has this major foot in mouth characteristic, but it also has this characteristic of gossip as well. It's just a way for people to inspire and feel connected, as sometimes gossip starts the right conversation, so you can feel better about connecting, because ADHD is about built in to inspire people. So sometimes gossip starts a conversation, so it feels like you're inspiring. You're the instigator of that. So sometimes that foot in mouth disease, it's not a characteristic where they're just a tattletale. It's because they want to keep inspiring and they can't fucking stop it. So that's what he's saying. I can't keep a secret. Underneath that narcissistic behavior, he's fucking lonely, man.
I'm so fucking lonely beneath this.
There's such a line. There's so many layers to that. It's so lonely, because inspiring is about constantly having to connect with people, but it's never enough. It's never enough, so you're always going to feel that. And what looks like narcissism, attention-seeking behavior, this, that, and it's not. That can't keep. It's the need to constantly engage, but you can't turn it off, because underneath the surface, you're fucking lonely. Because you can't turn it off, there isn't an end to that. There isn't.
Suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit.
Can't sleep, I'm misfit.
Some say trouble, but some say sadistic.
Some say trouble, but some say sadistic.
Bruises my brother, one time or the other.
Bruises my brother one time or another. I feel like he's talking third party about someone, but there's elements of him in this. Nah, it's too powerful. The layers of this. You could say this is talking about someone that's passed as close to him, and I'm not sure if it's a physical brother, as in a brother from another mother, or your actual brother. It doesn't matter. They're still on the same threshold, and it's that. But it's also losing self, like suicide from self. You know, that you've lost who you are. There's layers to that I'm now picking up, thinking about the track.
Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber.
My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber.
Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister.
Is it ruses or bruises, my brother? Because it says ruses my ruses. Is that a term? I don't know. I'm not smart.
My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber bruises my sister. Skin pop the blister, dig
Skin clock the blister.
deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Deep resist the feeling when it hits you.
This is my sister, skin pop the blister, dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Oh,
It's that blister of pain, that build up. Fuck off.
falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip.
That I'm so washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges.
6 feet deep. 6 feet deep. I'm sorry if there's boogers come out of my nose. I'm so sorry if that's the case. I'm hoping there's not. I can just feel it. It might be my moustache, but I'm thinking like there's bogies hanging out. I apologize in advance.
6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges.
6 feet deep. I can't eat. I'm nervous. I can't keep food down because it purges. My
6
body
feet
purges.
deep, I
Can't keep food
can't
down. My
eat,
body
I'm
purges.
nervous. Won't stay
Yep,
down cause my body purges.
Won't stay down because my body purges.
Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour.
Useless my mother. Useless my mother.
Useless my mother.
Useless my mother. Is he saying his mother's useless, or is he referring to useless? Being useless is my mother, because he says something about being a father, so it's almost like his influences are a terminology of being useless, and wherever he talks about his father, truth hits my father, something that he says there, but it's almost like that's a different definition of saying that.
Can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour.
Skin so pale because my cheeks need colour.
Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw forth the sword, then drive through the armour.
Brought forth the sword and drive through the armour. So he's saying, can't pick my karma.
Truth is my father, you choose your karma.
You choose your karma. Truth is my father. You choose your karma. There's fucking layers. It's almost like useless and truth are the parental influences. You know, just I'm useless. I'm telling myself truths that I don't want to hear. That's what that feels like, because then he talks about sword.
Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw forth the sword, then drive through the armour.
I drive through my armor, trying to hide shit.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Reminds me of
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut.
Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts.
My stomach burns when I'm drinking from an empty cup. An entire ocean falls or came from my tear duct.
Burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. A double Dutch is a confusion. Fibonacci sequences. I don't know what that is. Again, there's a Welsh rapper who talks in his terminology as well, and he's so fucking good, but I always forget his name, but I listen to him all the time. How the fuck can I forget his name? Because you're under pressure trying to remember it. You're a fucking knobhead.
Entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job.
I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. That some are born with like some are not. I tried to cut away.
Some that's born
this
lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness.
I tried to cut away my bitterness. A hatchet job. A hatchet job is like accent stuff, but it's also a hatchet job is a terminology and a definition where it's just a fucking what I would call a bodge job, where it's just not done correctly. It's crippled. It's not cut. It's not clean. It's not anything like that at all. It's a fucking bodge job.
Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped.
I dumped my youth inside a
youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup.
Inside the trunk, inside a pickup truck, and dumped it off the edge that night that you were gone. So we said I didn't have a youth. I didn't have a youth, and bruv, Ren, honestly, man, and I'm sure that we're all cut from similar cloths, man. Okay, we'll do my youth another day. I don't need another breakdown.
I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility.
I think about it sometimes vividly, what it felt to look down and see tranquility, looking over that edge in that moment where it's like seeing the end result but at peace with it.
One sudden movement in a world of possibility.
One sudden movement in a world of possibility. That one sudden movement in a world where it could change in a second.
Only one movement to expose our fragility.
Only one movement to expose our fragility. So he's saying it's a world of possibilities. That one movement in a world of possibilities, but it's one movement that could expose our fragility. So him taking that step, in the movement he could have gone anywhere, in anything he wanted, but in that movement, fragility, it just proves that it's such a knife's edge.
I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well.
I miss myself and thinking we're indestructible as well.
Miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads.
To be saying, I miss being with friends. I miss those old times, man, and everything.
I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up.
Numb myself to close the gap. I never.
The distance is my plaster cast.
The distance is my plaster cast. He's saying it's his protection from where he's broken. Fuck off. I didn't get the plaster cast line, but I get it. My distance is the plaster cast, the protection from a broken body.
Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too, but I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time.
That I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time.
I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
It's a tune, man. It's a tune. Fucking hell, 38 minutes. I hope people stayed. REN is an absolute genius, man. He's a music genius. He is the Pink Floyd of traditional. He is the new, Pink Floyd, he is that new, like, what the fuck, where some people get it, some people don't, but I got it. I heard that Pink Floyd, I'm like, I got it. And I was saying that's neurodiversity, that Pink Floyd knew that. They knew every tone, every melody, everything had purpose. Ren is the same. He knows what connects, everything links. You know, every little button, every movement is subtle but important, and I can see these two being massive influences. But I'm not ending on sadness. I can't. Fuck off, man. So I'm going to tell you the funny story. I'm going to tell you the funny story of what happened when at his funeral, and we were queuing up. Now, JP was a joker through and through. One of the funniest people you will ever meet. That you will ever meet. Okay, proper Welsh lad, but just funny as fuck. And we were queuing up to say our goodbyes. Queuing up like we're in a shop. You know, saying our goodbyes. And I was getting closer and closer, and I'm pretty certain I was the next, and this lovely lady that was behind me, I don't know who she was, whether she was a family nan or a friend, and she was so polite, and she kept tapping me. I thought she was just walking into me. I was like, are you okay? And she was like, your phone's going off. I'm like, what? I said, my phone's not going, my phone's off. I've definitely switched that off. And my phone was going off. No one was calling. I don't believe in spirits and stuff I don't, but there has to be some moments where you're like, okay, I get it. And my phone was going off and nobody was calling, but it was AC/DC I had as a ringtone. I can't remember the tune. I literally, I'm sure it's from Maximum Overdrive. It was a real old tune that I just heard, and I was like, I want that as a ringtone. And it was just going off, and I turned it off. It's like an alarm, and I was like, why would I set an alarm at like 3 o'clock in the day? There was no reason for that, and it made me chuckle, and it makes me chuckle even to this day. And I literally, you know, turned around, and it was my turn, and I'm laughing, and I thought, you're a prick. And I remember just saying that, and then really loudly, feel like you're a bellend, mate. You know what you just did, okay? Your last fucking humiliation when I'm fucking breaking down, okay, in front of you, the next in line, and what can only be described as a perfect, lovely, elderly lady, probably your nan, okay? They will kick off about me and that kicking off, and you know what was taking place. And that proper changed everything. That made me laugh, and I was just like, okay, bruv, I got it. And it was almost like making that, I don't know, this transition of fuck it. And that day was a day that I switched and I changed. Because I was going to be in a call center teaching and teaching others and this, that, and the other. And I then, literally a couple months later, or just under a year, I quit. You know, I left that, I took redundancy, and I went out into the big wide world and just started studying and learning and doing other things. You know, it crept back, and that's where addictions came in, and I was heavily addicted, in a real bad place, and medicated and just fucked, basically. And there's pictures of me. I'll share a picture from me a while ago, and it ain't a pretty picture. It ain't a pretty picture now, but I was very thin, just very awfully ill, and just horrific looking, just everything about. And I look at that, always off my face on something, and it's horrid. It's a horrid place to be, and there was times where I just wanted to end it and just necking shit down, and it was fucking awful, because, you know, I had kids, and it was horrid, and I think about it now, and I'm humiliated, but I'm also like, fuck, man, at least you didn't, you know. Fate has a beautiful thing, but I just remember being so fucking wankered that's why I couldn't do it, and I'd wake up next morning and you'd see the remnants and be like, oh, I was so close, you know, in that moment of tranquility. Fuck it. And then I turned to music, and I started writing music, and I still writing now, and that became my venting. I found this formula of not therapy. Therapy never worked, but being able to write music became my therapy. My anger towards my dad, the anger towards other things, my frustration, my upset, my crippling thoughts, anything I couldn't normally say that I'd hide behind laughter became poetry, became a discussion in a book. I have books and books and books and books and pages of stuff. I release songs, and you know, and some of them I released because obviously that inspiration, you want that, and you share them. Some I don't, and I don't release them. I listen to them and reflect, and it's a memory, and it's a core, and it's a moment where I go, okay, you know, wake yourself back up. And there's still times you fall back into that. There's still days I fall back into that, but nowhere near where I was. But there's times of reflection where you're on a fucking knife's edge, and it could go back down there. And that's why I started studying and understanding people, and I'm good at it, and I am, and it's not big-headed. Ren's good at rapping, and I hope he says that. I'm good at it because I found something that I connected with, and I started understanding. But then you get cocky, and that's where you need to remind yourself that you may be good, but you're not perfect. Perfection doesn't exist. Only psychopaths think that they're perfect. Okay, you can be good at something, you can never be the best. Brains are built to learn. Get used to that. If you start judging others, you're implying perfection. That makes you a fucking psychopath. Okay? You can't be the best at something. You can be good at something and constantly improve. That's role model material. To say you're perfect is not role model material. It does nothing for the human condition. It doesn't work. It doesn't build confidence. It doesn't build resilience. It doesn't build strength. It builds arrogance and cockiness and hatred, and you will be alone by the end of your lifeline. That's what it builds. And it's that moment that I'm constantly reminding myself about that I've got to constantly do that, but I needed something to plateau. And that's where YouTube came to tuition. I wanted to dissect music, and I used it as an avenue because that was frustrating me, but I found that it was my breakaway. And just like what happened in training, I started off very nervous because it was new, and you saw old me coming through. I'm very aware of what's taking place, and there was a moment, exactly the same thing, where it transitioned, and I just became me, and I went, fuck it, you know. It was a moment I demonetized. I don't want any of that shit. I don't want money. I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't looking at it. I didn't care. I literally don't. I'm not motivated by money. I live a great life. I don't need to be motivated by that because I'm good at stuff that I do, and I enjoy it, and there's purpose, and I believe in a purpose. But I needed something, and Brain Squeeze became that reality. It became my scripture. You know, those times when I was writing, music was always the influence, and I get it from a reaction point of view that this is the influence for me to be me. You know, not work me, telephone me, or some people were like, oh, fucking hell, like, there's mental, they see mental, but then they see mental. Those who see me deliver knows exactly fucking same, but those bits in between where it's like, oh, okay, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, because now's not the time. There has to be a time and a place, and it's that window of opportunity where, bah, you know, and it's beautiful. So I'm ending on that. 46 minutes, fucking hell, if you're still here, man, high fives all round. But yeah, so that's Brain Squeeze. And that's why REN means something massively. REN, I hope you watch it, brother. I don't want your money. I don't want that. That's not what I'm interested in. I hope you listen to it to connect, because that's the only reason I have Brain Squeeze, for my own selfish reasons of connecting with people. Okay, and REN Rabbit Hole fans, man, you're fit as fuck. Just picturing you all naked now. What's this, like 10,000 of them? They're all naked. I'm having both. I don't care, man. I ain't picky. The world was built to love, man. Picture all now, man. It's like a buffet. I seriously love Ren's Rabbit Hole fans, man. I do. I love the page. You have to join it, man. I'm a celeb on that, which is crazy. It's crazy, man. I am. But, yeah. Look, I'm out. That was good. Enjoy it. Fucking hell.